Afternoon, IGTV, Seven-Figure Destiny Nation, Hustle Nation. My name is Gerald Pimpleton, and I am your financial fitness coach. Your coach for Financial Fitness 14 program to actually teach you how to earn, spend, and use and leverage your money so that it works harder for you than you work for it in 14 days. Also, I am the founder of the Pimpleton Agency, a financial advisory brokerage and insurance brokerage. Also, I am the host of the G-Spot podcast, where we actually talk about all the uncomfortable places of Middle America. And that is on castbox.com, and I am also the head hustler of 7FD Hustle Nation. Just to give you that introduction and let you know that you can find us everywhere. What I do want to do, more than anything else, I want to share something with you guys today, and I've been known to be the king of the analogy. Today we're going to talk about seatbelts. Seatbelts, that's right, seatbelts. I'm 46 years old. I remember a time where we did not have to wear seatbelts. My mother had a 76 Chevelle, had a bench seat in the back, and when she took a left turn, we slid from the left side all the way to the right side. And we caught ourselves on the side of it. We didn't have to wear seatbelts. And if I rode in the front seat, didn't have to sit in the car seat. My mom slammed on brakes and she karate chopped me across the neck. How many people old enough to remember that? Karate chopped me across the neck to keep me from going through the actual front of the car, through the windshield. We didn't have seatbelts. We had lap belts. We didn't have the shoulder belts. We just had the lap belts. Had the ones that just click, click, click in the middle. Had the silver button in the middle. You press it, it comes out. Kind of like the ones they have on the airplanes now, a little bit different, but kind of sort of like that. Back then it wasn't a law, and we didn't wear them. We weren't made to wear them. And what eventually happened is that the government found out, or the law enforcement, the government and lawmakers decided that it was paramount that we cut down on traffic fatalities. So they started encouraging people to wear seatbelts. And how they encouraged people to wear seatbelts is that they made it a law. And they made it a law, and that didn't spur people to wear seatbelts anymore because we had excuses where it wrinkles our clothes or it was uncomfortable. Then they started charging us tickets. They started charging us money for those tickets. Started out $50, $100, $150, $175, $200 for a seatbelt ticket for not wearing it. Guess what happened? We started wearing our seatbelts. Then, now here's the kicker. This is what I want you to get. When they made it a law, we weren't all about, click it. You need to be safe. People were getting in car accidents and dying, but we didn't do it. People were getting killed in car accidents, and people didn't do it. Now, granted, I'll give you the concept. I'll give you the leeway to say that they made cars a whole lot better, because me and my mom were in a head-on collision in a 77 Chevelle, and it barely cracked a headlight. Head-on collision. Didn't dent anything, because they make cars out of steel now. They make them out of plastic nowadays. So I'll give you that much. But we really, really, really did not take on wearing seatbelts until it started costing us money. But people were dying the whole time. Now you talk to somebody about seatbelts. They're like, we're not moving until you put on your seatbelts, because it's just dangerous not to wear a seatbelt. The child has to be, I need to make sure they're in a safe car carrier. I need to make sure that they're in a proper car seat for their age and for their weight, because it's important, because you never know what kind of accident. It's important to us now. And we have all of the reasons why it's important that we wear seatbelts. But it wasn't important before they made it a law, which I find interesting, because now we'll put on the seatbelt. We'll put it on. We'll put the seatbelt on. We'll put it on. We got to have it on. Car's not moving until the seatbelt gets on, till everybody's buckled up. We will actually make our children buckle up. We'll make a hitchhiker that we pick up to give a ride to, we'll make them buckle up. We will make our mothers, we will fuss with our own parents, talk disrespectfully to them about putting their seatbelt on before we move. But we will make them buckle up. We will buckle up in somebody else's car. We will make somebody else who's driving their own car buckle up before they start driving their car. Because it's that important to us. And my question to you is this. If it is so imperative that we buckle up, it's so imperative. Now it's important that we buckle up. And some of the reasons that we buckle up is because, why? We don't know when we're going to have an accident. You don't know. You don't know whether the next corner that you turn will be the corner that you have an accident. We buckle up every single time. We buckle up every single time we drive, and we never have an accident. But does that stop us from putting it on the next time? No, it doesn't. We put it on anyway because we don't know when we're going to have an accident. Now, some of us put it on because we don't know when the police is going to be behind us and we're going to get a ticket. We don't know when we're going to run into the policeman and he's going to see us without our seatbelt, pull us over, give us a ticket. So the pain actually causes us to do it. Either the pain of the fact that we've lost somebody in a traumatic car accident and we don't want that to happen to anybody else we love. The pain of having to pay the ticket and the monetary pain of paying that. But pain has caused us to put that seatbelt on time after time after time. Even though we haven't had an accident, time after time after time, we put that seatbelt on just in case. Because you know what? If you knew when you were going to have the accident, and 9 times out of 10, anybody who's watching this had an accident. If you knew when you were going to have an accident, would you put your seatbelt on right before you have that accident? You probably would wait. Most of us wait until 10 minutes before we have to wake up to get up. So you'd wait to put the seatbelt on. You wouldn't bother. If you knew 10 minutes before you had every accident that you had, you would wait. Or you would just drive around the accident. But because we don't know, we put it on every single time, just in case. And some of us will never have an accident. Some of us will never be driving a car and have an accident. I've been in 11 car accidents. Guess what? I've only been the driver in 1 of them. I've never been the driver in the other 10. I have a seatbelt on. Don't ever know when it's going to happen. So my question to you is this. If we are that protective about our lives and we put our seatbelt on because we don't know if we're going to have an accident, it's very well that we may never ever have an accident. But we carry car insurance the same way. We don't know whether we're ever going to use car insurance, but we have it. Just in case. Seatbelt the same way. Why? Because we care about our safety and the safety of the people that we love. And we don't want to go through that pain. So my question to you is, we put seatbelts on not knowing whether we're going to have an accident. Because, to protect ourselves and protect the ones that we love. My question to you is this. If you protect them with a seatbelt, why won't you put a seatbelt on their future? Why won't you put a seatbelt on their lives and their lifestyle when you can't take care of them anymore? You protect their physical body, but you won't protect their future. You don't know. You won't protect their future. What do you mean by that, Gerald? What I mean is this. If Ford, this is a Cadillac. If Cadillac sends out a thing, if they send out a notification that said all the seat belts are faulty, guess what? I'm going to take it in because I want to check it. You go to the doctor to check your health every single year. You get a health checkup. You don't know whether you're going to get sick. You don't know whether you're going to get a car accident. But guess what? You know you're going to die one day. When's the last time your life insurance agent checked over your policy? Do you even know whether you have one? Wait a minute, let me stop you before you tell me, oh yeah, I've got one at work. Let me help you out there. You don't have a life insurance policy. Your job has a life insurance policy on you. It's like you telling me that your ex-wife has a life insurance policy on you. You have a policy because your ex-wife took one out. You don't have one. Your ex-wife has one. And your job has a policy on you. And guess what? When you get fired or when you leave or when you retire, guess who keeps that policy? They do. You don't get it. Your family doesn't get it. No one else gets it. You don't get any benefit of that policy if you don't keep that job. If you don't die while you're working on that job, that's not your policy. That's their policy, not yours. So you don't have a policy. And if you have a private policy, this is my question. Have you seen your agent since he sold it? Have you seen him since he wrote it? Have you seen him? Have you heard from him? Have you talked to him? Let me help those out who say, oh, no. My brother-in-law takes care of that. My sister-in-law takes care of that. I got a sister that does that. She works with one of those P companies or something. Yeah, she handles that. Let me ask you a quick question. If you needed heart surgery and your brother-in-law started doing heart surgery for, a couple of years, didn't go to school for it, didn't go through any certification for it, just went out and took one test for heart surgery and then started doing heart surgery. Figured it out along the way. Would you let him do your heart surgery? Yeah, I didn't think so. You probably wouldn't let him cut you, would you? Probably wouldn't do that. Would you trust yourself to do your own heart surgery? Probably not, because you're not a professional. You don't have any time, any experience. And your brother-in-law who sold life insurance for 8 months and then quit and got a job doing something else, do you really want to trust your family's well-being, the college tuition that your children are going to need, the money that you're going to need to pay off the house, to keep the lifestyle that your family now has because you're no longer going to be bringing in any money? All of those things, all of those legalities, all of those laws that the policy has to fulfill, all of those, make sure that the policy is not a modified endowment contract. You have no idea what that is, and you have no idea whether your policy is one. You have none of that, and your brother-in-law didn't either. This is my question. Are you willing to trust your whole entire family's future on somebody that you talked to twice, and they didn't even have the decency to come back and check to see whether anything in your life has changed? Have you had a grandkid? Have you had a salary change? Have you retired? Have you had some health issues? Have you had some different things happen in your life? Have you had some health challenges? Have you been divorced? Have you gotten married? Has your children gotten divorced? Have your children gotten married? All of those things require a change with your life insurance policy. A professional would know that. Your brother-in-law that sold insurance for 8 months, or the deacon at your church that's doing it part-time now that he's retired, or the fella that just started selling it 2 months ago, yeah, they wouldn't know that. Pimpleton Agency is doing this for 15 years. If you got it and you're dealing with it, we've seen it and done it. Here's my commitment to you. If you decide that you literally want to put the seatbelt on, and let me clarify, we don't help people find death insurance. Death insurance is insurance to put you in the ground. We help people with life insurance. That's insurance that they can use during their life. There's a huge difference. If you call us, we'll be more than happy to tell you the difference, so you can know whether you have death insurance or life insurance. And there is a difference. There is a huge difference. Understand that the average American dies with $62,000 worth of debt. Do you have that much coverage? Do you? Do you even know? Is your coverage still valid? Do you even know whether you violated any clause in your coverage? Do you even know where your policy is? This is what we'll do at the Pimpleton Agency. Give us a call. We'll call your company on a three-way call. If we're local, if we're close to you, we'll come and see you. Sit down with you. Put your company on speakerphone. Ask the questions that are pertaining to your life, the changes in your life. We know what to ask. And then if your company has not provided you with what you think you're paying for, we'll fix it. We'll either make them do what they need to do, give you your options of how to get it fixed, or we'll give you alternatives on what you can do. We will do all of that at no cost to you. Because here's what we want to do. We want GoFundMe to actually be for people who need catastrophic care, for catastrophic disasters, for tsunamis, earthquakes, the people at the border, the kids at the border, people that are hungry. But we don't want GoFundMe to be your life insurance plan. We want to stop people from actually having to do GoFundMe just to take care of what they could have taken care of for pennies on the dollar. Or just from a phone call. They could have taken care of it if they had called their company and actually changed the beneficiary to somebody who's living. So now the life insurance proceeds aren't stuck in probate. Simple phone call. Phone number is real easy. 843-695-7453. That's 843-695-7453. Call us. We'll set an appointment. We'll do a three-way call with you and your life insurance company. If they are not giving you what you need, we're not going to try to switch you. We're not going to try to change that. What we're going to try to do is fix your policy. Now, maybe there may be some options where we can actually give you a better situation with the company you like. We will do what you need. Not only will we do that, but we'll do a yearly review at no cost to you. Because that's how you put the seatbelt on your family's future. Now, I want you to tell me something. Is your family not worth a phone call? Because if they aren't, then that's something we can't fix. But something tells me you love your family enough to pick up the phone and make a phone call to see whether we can help you. And if we can't, we'll tell you. If your policy is perfect, we'll tell you, hey, you did the best thing you possibly could do for your family and you don't need to change a thing. And we do that about half the time. But about half the time, people have no idea that they don't even have a policy. Their policy is void. Their policy is no longer active. And yes, the insurance company will continue taking your money even if your policy is canceled. It'll happen. Give us a call, 843-695-7453, or go to www.thepimpleton, that's THEP as in Peter, IM as in Mary, P as in Peter, LE, T as in Tony, ON, .agency, thepimpleton.agency. Check us out online. You can find us on any social media medium. We'll be more than happy to schedule an appointment with you because your family deserves to wear the seatbelt of your love. Do it today.